Hey everyone, Andrew, day 2 Dryden, recording here again for Nikachu MTG. One of the last times we're going to be recording for Nikachu MTG, at least on my own. We'll be, Nikachu and I are still pretty good friends. We're still friends. But we are moving on to our own YouTube channel in the coming weeks, so do be aware of that. There's going to be details released about that if you want to check out. I guess there'll be details on maybe Nikachu's Facebook page, but if you want to check me out on Twitter, Patreon, anything like that, we'll be able to communicate that way. You'll be able to stay up to date with all those developments. On to today's feature, though. I want to do something a little bit different. This is something I've been toying around with a bit. Kind of excited to try this out. It's a Phoenix list. We're still trying to, make Phoenix work for us. The Horizon lands out of Modern Horizons are definitely going to start helping burn with flooding out and things like that. But the it still feels a little bit fair to me right now. I think we're going to get back into burn. I'm confident the next list I do for this channel is going to be sort of traditional burn related content. But I still want to try out these Phoenix lists. So this day we've got black red going on. The reason we're doing black is I was thinking to myself, I really feel like I want to take more advantage of some of the discard synergy going on with Phoenix and some of these other cards. So this is sort of almost like a black-red aggro madness list with a Phoenix package thrown in as well. So instead of just red-blue or mono-red, we've got black for primarily things like Collective Brutality and some sideboard cards, but also Alms of the Vein. So one of the problems I was actually having with the mono-red list was the burn lists, which traditionally, you can generally just do better than because you're running a monocolored mana base. You've got things like Dragon's Claws, and you've got, recurable threats like Phoenixes and things like that. I was actually having a little bit of trouble. So one of the things what's one of the worst cards I can think of when I'm playing burn? What's like the last card I want to see from the other side of the table? One of the cards is Collective Brutality. Not only that, but it's got this awesome added bonus of escalating by discarding cards, something this deck very much wants to do, getting Phoenixes and things into the graveyard. So in addition to that, though, we've also got synergy with our madness spells like Fiery Temper and Alms of the Vein. So this card and the other discard synergies can be really, really cool. I had a game the other day where I cast a Bedlam Reveler for only 2 mana, and I had, I don't remember if it was 2 Fiery Tempers and an Alms of the Vein, or the other way around, but I got to cast 3 madness spells, basically. It was pretty awesome. I was very, very happy with that. So, anyway, we're going to try to use some of those synergies, try to get some of this madness stuff going on, but still keep this, 1-drop, Faithless Looting, Arclight, Phoenix, Swift Spear, Soul Scar Mage package going on. So for the mana base, the other thing about this, because we're discarding more cards, and we've got a few more discard outlets, right, in addition to just the Faithless Lootings and maybe 1 or 2 Tormenting Voices, also having the Collective Brutalities, is making me want to make sure I hit my land drops, things like that. Like, if you're discarding a card with Madness, you still need to be able to cast it, right? So, if I can Collective Brutality and discard a Madness card, it doesn't do me any good unless I have that 3rd mana to be able to do something with. So we really do want to hit our first few land drops, and then we can just start pitching all the lands away. All of it's just extra stuff. Start looting them away with Faithless Looting, Flashback, all that stuff. So for that reason, we're up to 20 lands down from the previous 18 that the mono red version is running. They might be up to 19 now with, I've seen some lists run like a Fiery Islet or things like that, one of the new Horizon lands. But generally it's been 18. We're up to 20 now. But we've got a few fetch lands in here. I've got the 1 basic swamp. This might be a mistake. I don't really think I need this necessarily. And if this is like the 1 land in my opening hand, it's going to make it so I can't really keep it. That being said, there are a lot of aggressive decks, and there's a lot of land destruction floating around. So again, because I'm going up to 20 lands, I think putting a single basic swamp just to help out the splash is acceptable. Though, I could see this being a mistake. I might change my mind on this. So outside of that, we got Blackleaf Cliffs, Blood Crypts. We have, I don't know how many fetches we're running. What is it, 6? 7? 7 fetches, so pretty good. We're not doing a huge black splash, but, you know, we want to be able to access those. So we've got, what is it, something like 12 or 14 black sources that we can find. So yeah. Yeah, or 15 of them actually. Okay, so fantastic. Definitely should be able to get black on the early turns if we need to. Outside of that, we're still running Gut Shots, Faithless Lootings, Lightning Bolts, all these small, low to the ground interactive spells that get our engine going. Tormenting Voice as well, try to find gas, get rid of the extra lands that we put in the deck. Manamorphose, again, this thing just fuels the engine that is this deck. And then these cool Madness spells. So if you haven't seen this before, basically it's a 3 mana, it's not even a Lightning Helix because you can't hit creatures. Basically, it's a 3 mana sorcery speed. You know, they lose 3, you gain 3. Not great. However, the ability to madness it is the reason we're playing it. You know, only being able to do it for 1 black, that's pretty fantastic. And then Fiery Temper, this is nothing new if you've been watching the previous videos. Same idea, 3 mana. This time it's instant speed, 3 damage to any target, but again, can madness it for 1. Red are, of course, our Burn of Paradise. Definitely can't call it a Phoenix deck without the Phoenixes. And then topping off the curve is a Bedlam Reveler. I've seen some lists lately, some mono red lists running, I think it's Blister Coil Weird, I think is the creature. It's a 1/1 it's a 1/1 creature for a blue-red hybrid mana. And whenever you, basically it has prowess. I think it's whenever you cast an instant or sorcery spell, so it's not even quite prowess. It gets +1/+1 till end of turn. So sort of in the vein of these 1-drop creatures, which again, I'm starting to think might be a good idea too, because the hands where you have a Swift Spear or a Soulscar Mage, and you start that off on turn 1, those hands are way more explosive, way more powerful. So in the mono red list, I'm starting to think that maybe Blister Coil Weirds and things like that, rather than Bedlam Revelers to top the curve off, might be a smart idea too, but haven't really tested with that yet. Either way, that's the main deck. In the sideboard, we got some neat stuff. The last card I put in was Blood Moon, so I'll talk about that first. There are a lot of control decks running around. This deck could obviously beat control. We hypothetically could just race and just, you know, get some crazy sort of overpowered hand and just smoke them. But you know, control's coming prepared. You know, they've got Detention Spheres, they've got Path to Exiles, they've got counter spells, you know, all kinds of things. And so I feel like control might be the one matchup that this is a little bit tough against if they get a strong hand and they come prepared. That being said, I feel like one of the only ways we can really like effectively race against them is being able to shut the door with like a Blood Moon if they have to do some fetching for non-basics in the early turns of the game. So that's the main reason these Blood Moons are here. They're also there for Tron, I guess. Obviously that would be pretty good too, but not quite so much. Outside of that, we're trying to use this black as much as we can. At first I thought about Damnation. I thought that might be a decent card, right? There's a few matches lately where I've been unable to beat this board of like giant creatures and things like that. Heck, the new Hogak deck is definitely on people's radars, and if they have just a board full of zombies, it's unlikely I'm going to be able to beat that too quickly since they're doing that kind of craziness on turn 2. So, but then I thought to myself, you know what? 4 mana is kind of tough. 3 mana is way easier. Maybe something like Bontu's Last Reckoning is a bigger deal. So again, if I'm willing to just wipe the board, I think this is a better way to go about it. I haven't had this happen yet, but it is also possible that I could wipe the board with this, and this be like the 3rd spell I cast. Maybe Phoenixes come back. That would be pretty nice. So that's sort of why I'm running this and why I've got this kind of effect in the sideboard. It's only a 1-of. I don't know how much I want it. Creature decks generally, I feel like we're pretty good at just racing and beating, but yeah, that's the reason for this. Again, those Hogak decks that I mentioned, a lot of graveyard silliness going around right now. So again, it helps, I think, to have the black-red version. Obviously, the Leyline of the Void, you don't want to necessarily be casting it for its mana cost. You want to just, you know, cheat it into play in your opening hand. However, excuse me, if we can get to a point where casting it makes a difference, Being able to go black-red is a big help with this, so we're doing Leylines of the Voids in the sideboards. In addition to that, I've got a Nihil Spellbomb. The nice thing about this is if I draw this in a combination with the Leyline, I can still, you know, basically cycle this card, and it doesn't affect my graveyard, right? I'm only targeting the opponent's graveyard. The thing about graveyard hate with this deck is we definitely want to still be able to recur, you know, things like our Arclight Phoenixes. So, outside of that, Lightning Axe, another discard outlet, and good way to deal with large creatures. A Braid. I was preferring Smash to Smithereens lately, but it's mostly only better against Tron. The thing that really made me change my mind was the fact that cards like basically the Smash of Smithereens was mostly there for Tron, but with all the graveyard stuff going around nowadays, I think that something a little bit more versatile that's really more just about being able to destroy an artifact or kill creatures is sort of what we need to do. So these creature decks shouldn't be too much trouble. In fact, I forgot I added these in, and this can deal with creatures. Maybe I'll change this. All right. If I change this before I play game one, I'll let you know. But that's this. I feel like this could be either Smash of Smithereens or a Braid. I think both are very fair options. I already talked about the Blood Moons. Kozilek's Return. Again, good way to deal with creatures, wiping boards. It's colorless, so there were times when Core Firewalker and Auriok Champion were causing me trouble. So this is one way to deal with that. Another reason these board wipes are going to be helpful. Finale of Promise. Fantastic value card. Pretty easy to cast for 3 mana. And then end up casting 3 spells, get a Phoenix back, things like that. And I already talked about the Nihil Spellbomb. So that's kind of how I've got things planned out. Those are my main sideboarding reasons. I haven't totally settled on a sideboard yet, but I think this is roughly where you want to be. You definitely want Graveyard Hate. You definitely want ways to answer creature decks. And those and you definitely want ways to answer Tron right now as well. So that's the list. Hopefully we get some cool discard madness synergies and we can see some of that fun stuff. But this has been Andrew, Day 2 Dryden, recording for Nikiju MTG, and I will see you in round 1. Okay, so this hand needs another land. But honestly, Soulscar Mage, triple Soulscar Mage with the Manamorphose and things like that, I think this is a really strong hand. If we just draw a second land, this hand can just go off, and we're on the play. So I'm gonna keep, but I don't know. We'll see what we're up against, and we'll see if this works out. Even just going like Soulscar Mage for the first couple turns isn't bad, depending on what we're up against. So, looks like it might be Control. Oh, wow. When you're good, you're good. Better lucky than good, right? Am I right? Here, watch me get unlucky. And what's going to happen is they're just going to go, like, Terminus. They're going to just draw Terminus as their card next turn. That would be pretty horrible. But we're going to put the pressure on them here because it might just be able to go off next turn. If I can go Manamorphose into something stupid, yeah, they're going to get a hurt. They're going to get a hurt. Let's see what we got. Come on, tap out for, I don't know. Oh, that's annoying. Second from the top. Okay. That's fine. Means this first Manamorphose isn't going to draw us anything good. Oh, but that was pretty good. That was actually really, really good. All right, well, let's go off. Let's do our thing. Oh, don't have a counterspell for this though. I just like I'm gonna say don't have like a main deck Spell Pierce. That would be really, really unpleasant. Red. Hey, we drew that. What do you know? Red. This time, yeah, okay, I'll go red again. Worst case scenario, I thought about doing red-black, in case I drew, I don't know, like a Collective Brutality or Alms of the Vein or something. But even just being able to go Faithless Looting to Soulscar Mage is fine. So let's go Faithless Looting. These Soulscar mages are huge already. Okay, we're obviously getting rid of the Phoenix. And I don't think Soulscar Mage is going to be that big of a deal, especially with it missing all these prowess triggers at this point. Plus, I can cast this Swift Spear. Actually, is it even just lethal if I cast this Bolt and this Gut Shot? It might be. So, prowess triggers are already there. So, these are 4s. So, the Phoenix is going to... Assuming they don't have interaction. But, I mean, with 1 blue up, I don't think they'll have much. So, the Phoenix is going to swing in for 3. The Bolt's going to be another 3, so that's 6. Gut Shot will be 7. Okay, so that's 7 in total. Soulscar Mages are already 4s. 2 more spells are going to make them 6s, so that's 12. I said, yeah, that's going to be lethal. Yeah, alright, that's fine. Yeah, get this out of here. Bolt you. Oh god, this awesome. All right, I haven't been able to. Okay, well, hey, the opponent can still ruin. Hey, there we go. All right, well, that was awesome. All right, so that was pretty stupid. Definitely like to see things like that. Okay, so against control, I'm willing. I don't want to bring in a Leyline of the Void, but I'd be willing to bring in a Nihil Spellbomb. You know, there's a lot of things that it can affect that way. Like, just, you know, not a bad sideboard card to bring in. And you know what? I want to bring in these Blood Moons. So I don't think these Alms of the Vein are great. It's not really a racing situation. That's kind of more of a value card. You know, when you're trying to race, that's not really what this is about. I don't think I need Collective Brutalities, right? The -2/-2 isn't really anything. The Siphon effect isn't really anything. It's really only the Duress effect. So we'll bring in maybe a Finale of Promise, take out a Collective Brutality. What else do I have to take out, though? Because I don't really like these brutalities, to be honest. I could do a Braids, depending on what their hate package is, but Could do a Lightning Axe. Yeah, Lightning Axe isn't bad. That takes care of a card, Celestial Colonnade, or if they bring in something like a Baneslayer Angel or something, although I think some of those control decks are going away from that at the moment. I also don't know what their graveyard hate is going to be. Could be Surgical Extraction, could be Rest in Peace, because they're blue-white, so I'm not really sure. But, so I don't think this Abrade is going to deal much. You know what, here, I'll bring in one Abrade. I think having an Abrade as like a shatter effect is not the worst. If they use a Snapcaster as a chump blocker, it can even still hit something like that. So I'll bring this in, but I'm not sure how many targets I'm actually going to have for it. Yeah, like I said, I think control... Again, if we just do what we did on game one, it doesn't matter, obviously, right? But, ooh, this hand's pretty ugly. This hand is really ugly. And, like, I don't even have, like, a Faithless Looting to get rid of these extra lands. And, like, this is a strong card, but it's not strong in my opening hand. It's strong on, like, turn 4. And this, like, I might not even care about this. No, this is obviously a mulligan, Andrew. Come on, get out of here. Oh, God, this is even worse, though. Is it worse? It might be. They're both really bad. I don't really want to go down to 5 cards. I don't really want to go down to 5 cards. No, it's a bad hand. Okay, this is by far the best hand I've had so far. I want to see a Faithless Looting on top. Another land? Like, another land is helpful, but not really. No, I think this has to go to the bottom. Okay, basic island, that's fine. So hopefully they were hoping to, I don't know, spell pierce a... I'm expecting an opt, but maybe they were hoping to hold up a spell pierce for a Faithless Looting or something. Also, no turn 1 graveyard hate. That was nice. Interesting. So I'm thinking this is like a mana leak or something's being held up, but I can't really play around too much, and I guess I'd rather have the Soulscar Mage mana leaked than like a Mana Morphos when I'm trying to go off. So, oh, okay. Maybe they're not worried about the Soulscar Mage either. Uh-oh! Well, they mulliganed to 6, so maybe we're seeing the reason for that. See, now I don't know if I want to give them a turn. Part of me wants to try to Manamorphose. And, would you like to pay 2 life? Yes. Alright, we're going to Manamorphose. Hopefully they're not just holding up a mana leak, but my guess is that they probably are. Even still, get in for 4, that's not the worst. Wow, it resolves. Okay. Well, that was a bad draw. Not necessarily a bad draw, but any way to discard this Fiery Temper would have been nice. Maybe we're on the cast Phoenix for 4 mana plan. That could be a thing. That could be a thing. Well, I don't really have any good options here other than, do I use this Bolt or not? Yeah, I guess I use this Bolt. And then if they miss another land drop, next turn we'll just hard cast a Fiery Temper, and turn after that we'll, I don't know, hard cast a Arclight Phoenix and see where we go from there. But yeah, Bloodstained Mire was not a great draw. You know what? I could have actually sideboarded out some lands too now that I think about it. I already had, sideboarding was already tough. Okay, well they hit that 3rd land. Not probably the land that they wanted, but it will let them fix their colors. That's a good card if I had a sorcery in my library, which of course I don't. Attack in. So hold on, if I attack in now, Fiery Temper them. Fiery Temper totals up to what, 7 damage? That's pretty good. Otherwise it's just gonna be 5, but then they still have to have an answer. I'll just go like this. I'm not gonna play into counter magic. I'm really far ahead right now. I was gonna say their turn seems to be pretty obviously doing. That was dumb. Their turn was very obviously gonna do this. That was a mistake. I should have absolutely put them down to 3. Absolutely should have. I'm not gonna do it now though. Let's get this. Yeah, they were very clearly gonna fix their mana. Oh well. It doesn't really matter here. Let's try to draw out a counterspell. Wait, what? Oh, for a second, I saw the little arrow on the Soulscar Mage. For a second, I thought I okay. For a second, I thought I targeted my own Soulscar Mage with a Fiery Temper. Wow, goes down to 5. Okay, alright. Still don't have... well, I mean, if this resolves, it's just lethal, I believe. Oh, this is tough. Yeah, you know what? What the heck? Target Lightning Bolt. Oh, sick. Nice. I like it. Okay. Yeah, force a negation. That happens. Yeah. So now... What does this put them to? This puts them down to 1? If they don't have a counterspell? Fetch lands are turned off? And the Soulscar Mage becomes lethal? Yeah, that seems good to me. Plus I get to cast an Arclight Phoenix next turn for 4 mana. Yeah, Colonnade's not a great choice, not a great land drop. Alright, there we go. Cool. Alright, so maybe I was overthinking it. Opponent was clearly in tough spot. I think I definitely made a mistake not casting that Fiery Temper when I could have. it was very, in retrospect, it was very clear that they were going to use the Field of Ruin to get access to white mana. So I was playing around a counterspell when it was very, very, obvious that it wasn't going to be there. And even if there were a counterspell, great, you counter that, and then your entire next turn is basically just, going to be spent then getting white mana. So no, that was a mistake. Overall, though, well, we managed to roll over control pretty easily, so that was kind of nice, because that was like the one matchup I was really kind of worried about in terms of my sideboard plan. So this has been, and we had to mulligan to 5. I forgot about that. Awesome. So awesome. We're off to a 1-0 start with Black Red Phoenix. This has been Andrew. Day 2 Dryden. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, all that fun stuff, and keep your eyes peeled for the new channel, the new red aggro channel that's going to be sort of the spin-off, the Frasier to Nikachu's Cheers, if you will. Anyway, yeah, see you in round 2. Okay, round 2. I like this hand. 3 lands, Swift Spear, and another Swift Spear for good measure. This Alms of the Vein's pretty weak without a Madness Outlet, but we're going to have the 3 lands to do it if we can draw Tormenting Voice or a Faithless Looting or something, and we even have a Phoenix, so fantastic. Vile. Okay, so we're up against Death and Taxes to some degree here. That's okay. We got a good hand for Death and Taxes. They want to put like a Thalia out on turn 2. I got no issues with that. No issues with that. Gutshot is a very good answer to Thalia. Especially when I have a second Swift Spear to back it up with. I laugh at your Thalia. I laugh at it! Ha ha ha! Ooh, that's a good one. And yeah, now we definitely want to get rid of this Thalia, because next turn we're definitely going to want to go Tormenting Voice into Alms of the Vein. If they have another Thalia, it's going to be pretty rough, but... so how do we want to do this? Do I want to attack in, see if they block? And then... No, because that actually gets less damage. So if I Gutshot them, kill Thalia in combat, that actually... yeah, that means they're only taking... Yeah, that means they're taking 1 less damage. So we are going to... Although it would be nice to... Oh, it would be... No, because the Thalia has... It would be nice next turn to be able to, like, torment... For some reason, I was thinking I discard 2 cards with Tormenting Voice. Like, it's a Cathartic Reunion. Get rid of, like, Alms of the Vein and Phoenix to be able to cast all 3 of these spells next turn. But I can't do that with Thalia on the board. Plus, that's not how Tormenting Voice works. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so... Thalia down. Pay the Phyrexian first, I guess. You go, Thalia. What the heck is this? Benevolent Bodyguard? Yeah, sure. That's fine. Right, I gotta think what all these Modern Horizons cards are going to be around. Actually, this is kind of a neat thing, too, because it's not quite Mother of Runes, right? But something like an effect like this, if it becomes big, means something like Sudden Shock might become a very, very good... Oh, I don't have another Thalia. If you have another Thalia, I'm in big trouble here. That Arbiter's fine. That's a little annoying, but, you know, I can live with it. It's a little annoying. Ah! Okay, well, again, I can live with this, but I'm not especially happy about it. I was hoping to be able to attack in with Swift Spears, because the Swift Spears would have got 2 prowess triggers off of this. Okay, well, I guess we see what we draw. And the next turn maybe we can just hard cast a Phoenix. I guess that's a thing. Or if I draw a Gutshot, that'll be good. Not great. Not great. Get to give them a turn, but they've gone through 2 paths already. So the nice thing about that is, you know, they can only have so many more. Okay. And they won't be able to instant speed flash in a Thought-Knot Seer here and take this Phoenix. Ooh, that's pretty good too, though. Yeah, I think the plan here, though, is to just... Oh, man, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, that's so frustrating. Oh, wow. That's tough. That's a tough one. On the bright side, it didn't ruin my entire turn. 3 mana? What are you putting in for 3 mana? Big Thalia? Eldrazi Displacer? If it's Eldrazi Displacer, this might be tough. What do I have to worry about for 3 mana? I'm probably just going to end up lightning bolting this Giver of Runes, so I think it's going to be an Eldrazi Displacer, and that's fine. Oh, Wasteland Strangler. That's unfortunate. Okay, in that case, yeah, this doesn't worry me too much. Yeah, I think this Giver of Runes has to go before we do anything else. And I guess I could have held that up too. I guess I sort of just gave them more information. But it would be really nice if I had another spell to be able to save my Soulscar Mage. But the fact it gives -3/-3 is pretty disgusting. Like, how is -2/-2 not a more fair effect? I think like that jump from 2 to 3 it's a big deal. I don't want to say the card would be unplayable without it, but it would be a lot easier to play around. I can say that for sure. Oh, they only have 1 card in hand too. Well, that's good news. Ugh, that's not good news now. Okay, so how would this have worked? Okay, so if I had not screwed up or been able to play my Arclight Phoenix, they'd still have a Giver of Runes on the battlefield. They would have played that. Oh no, they would have killed the Wasteland Strangler. Or they would have killed the Phoenix with the Wasteland Strangler. Okay. Yeah, I don't like where this is going. Nope. Sideboard cards are going to be good, though. Bontu's Reckoning. The other one, Kozilek's Return. Those are going to be good cards in this matchup. I definitely have the tools to beat creature decks. Definitely do. Alright, let's pay for it this time. Pretend like we know what we're doing. They don't need to know I have a swamp in the deck. Okay. That's not the worst, actually. Yeah, alright, that's pretty good. Okay. So we want 2 modes. I definitely need to gain life, and I definitely need to give something -2/-2. I want this Phoenix back. So as much as I want to kill this Wasteland Strangler, killing this Tidehollow Sculler is probably even better. -2/-2. Target opponent. Yeah. Okay. So that maybe gives us a chance to come back. That was a pretty good top deck. Still not out of this yet. I mean, they could flash something in and just kill me here if they had like another Wasteland Strangler. for example. Oh, they might just have like a thought Nazi. No, they're fishing. They're digging for cards. Still not in a good spot here. In fact, I still... Oh yeah, okay, so now I'm just dead. No, I don't think I can draw anything. Yeah, although even if they found a creature, like I play the Phoenix, I block the Wasteland Strangler, and then they have lethal anyway. So yeah, it didn't work out. Okay, here, well, let's play the Phoenix and see if they show me anything else. But yeah, nope. I don't think, and again, I don't think that turn where I made the mistake with the Arbiter mattered too much. I don't think I was going to win the game regardless of that mistake. I think it just didn't work out real well. The Arbiter into the double path, that definitely made a big difference. Yeah. Okay, so we want things that deal with creatures. We definitely want that. I might even be willing to put Blood Moons in, to be honest. Yeah, because, you know, this Collective Brutality is not bad, but... Oh, then again... I don't want to bring in Blood Moons. Then, yeah, you know what? Okay, if I can get a Blood Moon down and it's good against them, then you know what? I'm willing to have my Bontu's Reckoning shut off, and I'll just discard it to a Tormenting Voice or something. Yeah, I will absolutely make that trade-off. No, we definitely want a Braids. Definitely want them a Braids. What do we not really need? Gutshot's really good. It depends, right? Like, Metamorphose can be really bad if Athalia's on the board, but otherwise it's very good. How many discard synergies did I put in? Put a Lightning Axe in. I take a Tormenting Voice out. I take one out anyway. It's a little clunky. We have lots of removal, that's for sure. You know, we have a lot of removal. Maybe the Gutshot's not... Maybe I can take out one Gutshot. Nah, Thalia's so good. No, I'll take out one Gutshot. And I can take out actually one... I can take out one basic. Put a bunch of 3 mana cost cards in. That's a bad idea. Let's go with... you know what? Yeah, I can get rid of Tormenting Voice. I can get rid of the 2 Tormenting Voices. Something like this. Something like this. Play first. Absolutely. You know what? I've got a Faithless Suiting, 2 Phoenixes, and a Soulscar Mage. Its hand needs a little bit of help, but... it's got a really strong first couple of turns. Really strong first couple of turns. If I can get another land, I even have a good Braid, or I even have a Braid to answer, like, probably their best turn 1 play, which would be probably the Aether Vial. So yeah, this hand, it needs a little bit of, how do I put it? It needs a little bit of gas to get going, but I mean, it can certainly get there. Like, if I draw a land, awesome. I'll just hold up a Braid, or I might even just hold up a Braid, depending if they throw out. They mulligan to 6. They put a card on top. I thought the London Mulligan was coming to. Maybe it's not online yet, I guess. Alright. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. Well, there we go. And Okay, so if they go like Thalia, then this Faithful Suiting is going to be pretty bad. So I think holding up a Braid is a mistake. Pretty sure it is. So let's just do a Faithful Suiting. Let's just get going. It would be bad to see a Surgical Extraction, I think. But, well, what are you going to do? Those are both very good cards. Those are both very good cards. Do I try... Do I try for like a Gut Shot or something? I only have 2 left in the deck. I don't have anything else to do with my mana. Yeah, let's do that. And I definitely want to fetch this turn before a Leonin Arbiter can come down. I want a 3rd land as well. That's the other thing. Oh, we got the Gut Shot. Okay, so what do we not want? I can probably ditch the Bantu at this point because I have the Kozilek's Return. Yeah. Let's ditch the Bantu's Last Reckoning and let's ditch the Manamorphose. Okay, don't have Surgical. Don't have Surgical. Oh, they're gonna have Okay. I can deal with that. Totally thought I was going to see Surgical Extraction there. Attack. Alright, that wasn't bad. That was pretty good. Silly deck doing silly deck things. Thalia. Yeah, alright. Well, that'll do it. Oh, no it won't. No, it won't. Do I just Abrade Thalia now? No. Let's attack first. Let's attack first. You can't flash in a Giver of Runes or anything like that. Yeah, I'm not even worried about Thalia right now. Yeah, there we go. Okay, fantastic. Well, that was awesome. It's amazing what 2 Faithless Lootings and 2 Arclight Phoenixes will do to your win rate. Yeah, that was pretty good. Okay, so yeah, we didn't see anything different there, except how good that Gut Shot actually was. Except how good that Gut Shot really was. Maybe I can get away with taking out an Abrade. Yeah, okay, you know what? No, okay, no, I gotta cut something else. I want the 3rd Gut Shot. And I got to take something else out. And I want it to be this Bantu's Last Reckoning, but I also want to try this card. Here, you know what? On the play, maybe Blood Moon's a little slow. Take out 1 Blood Moon. That's fair. I could see an argument for that. This hand's pretty good. 3 lands. We got a turn 1 creature. We got removal. We got a Phoenix. Nope, we are keeping this hand. And the opponent is gifting us a turn. All right. Let's get the fetch land out of here because we are playing against Leonin Arbiter. Don't have Searing Blazes in this deck, although that is not an unreasonable sideboard card, depending on what your meta is. Our old friend Thalia. I have bad news for you. Oh, I have even worse news for you, Thalia. So we have 2 different ways to get rid of Thalia. I guess the Gut Shot is the better one. Yeah. And we'll hold up Bolt. I don't think bolting them and getting an extra 4 damage in this turn is as important as holding up Interaction. I like Giver of Runes, though. That's a cool inclusion in this deck. I like that card. Okay, so how does this work? If I kill this thing before it takes a card, I think I just lose it forever. I think that's how this works. Yeah, so I have to wait for them to take a card, which is slightly annoying because it means I don't get to use my mana as effectively this turn, but it does mean next turn I can still just get in and still take all the tempo. Yeah, so they take the bolt, so I can't do it this turn. Smart. When you got it, you just got it, right? Okay, so I'll attack. They want to block and give me a free kill. No, okay. So I would like my lightning bolt back, please. Why, thank you. And I'm just gonna keep holding up interaction here. I have everything I want. Maybe I'm playing too patiently. That is possible. Yeah, okay. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I'm pretty much at the point where I'm hard casting these Phoenixes anyway. What are you casting? Displacer? Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, that's annoying. Oh well. Is what it is. I can't cast 2 spells and save my Phoenix, unfortunately. At this point, using the higher CMC spell. Oh, that's a good draw. Okay, so now what do I do, though? Do I still hold up Bolt? So what's the difference? I can attack in for 5 with the bolts, put them to 10. Yeah, let's do that. I forget how much of my hand they know. I think they know both cards. I think they know both cards. I was gonna say, pretty soon we might see like a Thought-Knot Seer coming down here. I'm not really sure. But if they can just keep putting out creatures and we can just keep bolting them out of the way. Oh, this is kind of a cool interaction. Oh, never mind. It's going to come back next turn. I thought they were going to be able to cast maybe a... I forget the name of the card. Okay, so here's a cool interaction. So this thing doesn't get affected by Rest in Peace. That's another benefit. So when I discard this card, I discard it into exile, and I cast it from exile. So this is kind of a cool interaction here. At least I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So definitely want to discard this. And I'm kind of okay just getting in the air, I think. And so I think I want to just keep waiting for a land. Is that what I want to do? Like, I think so. Okay, well, we're definitely discarding... Or do I keep the land and then be able to guaranteed play an Arclight Phoenix next turn? We're down to 2 cards in hand. You know what? I got... how many lands have I gone through so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're playing 20 of them. Yeah, it's been like perfect ratio so far. You know what? I'm okay waiting this out. I'm gonna Yeah, so this is kind of a cool effect. And oh, either way it's 3 damage, but this actually removes a permanent. Okay. I was like, how much damage do I do if I just attack, if I bolt them and attack in? Although they probably have to just take it at that point, because they go to 7, then they go to 4. Whatever, this is fine. This is fine. Oh, are they gonna like path my dude or something? I guess that's okay too. Oh, fatal push. Alright, that's a thing. I actually would have preferred a path. It means I would have been able to guaranteed cast this Arclight Phoenix next turn. Yeah, Displacer's a thing. Can they make colorless mana right now? They can, right? No, they can't. Okay, so that's just a 3/3 right now. Well, that's a pretty bad draw. As soon as I get a black source, that'll be pretty good, though. That's it. Come on, just put a bunch of creatures on the board and let me just blow you out with this Bontu's Last Reckoning. Make me feel like I'm a smart person. Lame. Lame. I'm willing to take 3 one more time. That's a frustrating draw. That's a frustrating draw. So obviously, if I let it resolve, they take the bolt, and I draw anything that produces a black mana that's awesome. If I bolt the... it might be better just to bolt the Displacer right now, though. Am I winning this race? If I bolt the Displacer right now, let's say I draw land, I attack in, they go to 7, I go to... I'm winning that race, I think, but they're holding cards in hand, so I think they've got removal spells. Ugh. Yeah, you know what? I'm willing to let them take the bolt. I think I might be playing this too patiently. All of these decisions I think could go either way. I think they're very close, but... if I just draw... I don't know. If I draw anything, swamp, anything, obviously Bontu's Reckoning is very good. Yeah, that's what you take. Yeah, come on. Land! Oh, God! Wow, these are bad draws! Oh, no. Okay, well, here we go. Lots of fun. We're getting moderned. Oh, man. Come on, I put 20 lands in this deck for a reason. Oh, that's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. So bad. What is that? Because it costs the full 8, right? Yeah. Oh, God. Ugh. Yep. Oh, this is not good. And fetch land. Oh, wow. Well, you live by the Phoenix, you die by the Phoenix. In my defense, if I had bolted the Displacer, I think I'd be at maybe 6 now. Still couldn't do anything, so I'd go down to 4. I'm still in a really tough spot, so I think no matter what happened at that point, I think I was in a tough spot. So, yeah. Wow. Just totally ran out of gas at the end there. Well, it wasn't even that I needed. I drew all the top end of the deck, right? Like, what, 5 draw steps in a row that cost 3 mana or more. Not a single. What were we gonna? Oh, there it was. But again, we couldn't fetch at that point. Yeah, that's an unfortunate way to lose that game. Really thought we had a really good chance there. That's too bad. Maybe Bond. Maybe I'm being. Maybe I'm being hoisted by my own petard. Is that the right word? Whatever. By putting this in, but I didn't think. I didn't think that was going to be an issue. I thought this was going to be sort of a late game card. Either way, it's been Andrew. Day 2. Oh, that's a really disappointing way to lose that game. Definitely thought we had a good chance. Either way, we're going to go into round 3. Round 3, again, pretty decent hand. So we've got turn 1 Swiftspear into... if I can wait until turn 3 for this Collective Brutality, that would be really awesome. Be able to go like all 3 modes, discard a Phoenix and an Alms of the Vein and Madness it. That would be pretty awesome. But this hand is definitely a keep. We are on the draw, unfortunately. Oh, and we're against control again. I'll take 2. Want a higher chance to draw a land, and sometimes hurting your own life total early on in the game can also be really helpful against that card that I can't think of the name right now. Timely Reinforcements. And I'm hoping they tap out on turn 3 here. And I can just go bananas. Yeah, that's fine. Card on top with Opt. Wow, must be nice. And a path. Yep. Yeah, let's grab a basic. Or let's grab a mountain. I'm gonna fetch it in a turn with the Scalding Tarn and find another black source so I can do both. Narset does this. No, okay. I was like, wait, I don't draw cards with this part of my deck, right? Okay, so what do they reveal? Wait, did they whiff? Look at the top 4 cards. You may reveal non-creature, non-land from among them. Put it into your hand. Well, they didn't reveal a card, so I think they whiffed with Narset, which is pretty awesome. Pretty happy about that. I have to pay 2 life. No. Alright, this is going to be a good turn. This is going to be a good turn. I'm excited for this. Okay. I guess I'll play this land. Okay. Yeah, Narset's gonna die also. Let's get that out of there. We have red black up, so might as well just make red. That's a really... Oh no! In my defense, I needed to do that to get the Phoenix back, but that was a mistake. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go all 3 modes. Choose opponent, reveal their hand. This one. Oh, no, I'm not. Okay, cancel. Right, they don't have a creature in play. 2 modes. Oh, man, I am totally screwing this entire turn up. I am totally screwing up this entire turn. Wow, I'm screwing up this entire turn. Yeah, the play this turn was just cast an Arclight Phoenix and attack. Wow, this is so bad. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay, so I'm still gonna discard this Arclight. No, I'm not. I'm gonna discard the Alms of the Vein. Oh, brutal, Andrew. Absolutely brutal. I didn't think through this turn at all. I forgot about the Narset. They don't have a... You know what? Okay, what happens if I give the Swift Spear -2/-2? Can I still... I can cheat the Arclight Phoenix out. And it's still going to be big enough to attack and kill Narset? The Phoenix will, so at least there's that. Yeah, I have totally botched this entire... The sequencing of this turn completely up. Completely screwed this up. Okay, so what am I doing here now? Let's cheat the Arclight Phoenix out. That's probably our best bet. Okay, so we're going to do all 3 modes. Okay. Yeah. Choose an opponent. Choose a creature. Choose an opponent. Pay black and a red. Discard 2 cards. Doesn't really matter what happens here first. Madness. Black. Alright. So they've got... Oh, they've got Clique. And, well, I guess that's all they've got. Okay. Yeah, taking that. Okay. Get Narset. Get them. Cool. Well, I mean, all things said and done, that turn could have been much worse. It could have been much worse. So they played a Flooded Strand. They've got 1 unknown card in hand. I think I just hold on. Okay, so if I collect a Brutality, if I collect a Brutality, that puts them down to what? 9. They flash in the Phoenix, or they flash in the Clique. They block the Phoenix. Yeah. So if they flash and Clique and block the Phoenix, then they're taking 1, 2, 3, 4. Going to 7. I think I'd rather... Yeah, I think I'm okay to just attack in. If they want to block the Phoenix, that's fine. I can just... And they're going to look at my hand? Yeah, that's fine. It's very possible I can just reanimate this this Arclight Phoenix if they want to block that. If they want to block the Swift Spear, that's... I mean, that's... At this point in the game, that's probably also fine. Yeah. And I'm obviously going to hold this land in my hand because I can discard it to Collective Brutality. They have an island and 1 unknown card in hand. They have 2 unknown cards in hand. That's a good draw. This costs 5 to activate? Yeah. I can't believe how bad I buggered up that turn earlier, though. Ah, Verdict. Alright. I'm going to assume that they just drew that turn, so I couldn't have got it with the Collective Brutality. I think that's probably what happened. I want to reanimate this Phoenix as best I can, so I'm going to hold on to this Collective Brutality. Okay. But we definitely need to start finding some gas here. Still the one unknown card. You gotta be kidding me! Okay, come on. We're letting them get back into this game here. We are letting them get back into this game. We need to start drawing better stuff. That first opt they put on the bottom. This opt they also put on the bottom. Well, that's a better draw than what I've seen lately. That actually might even be enough to squeak out this win. If I can get them to... if I can find a way to answer this colonnade. I need like a bolt or something. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So... let's brutality. With these, if they want to counter it, then that's fine. They have to counter it. If they don't, then I think they might just be dead. Logic not. Okay. Pay 5 for logic not. No. Okay. So, and now they still have enough to activate colonnade. But they are empty-handed. So if I just hard cast this Phoenix, attack in, they block the Phoenix. God, we're so close to just like finishing this game off. They animate the colonnade, they block the Phoenix. They only go to 5. Like if I just had a bolt or something, this colonnade would do nothing because I could make it a 1/1. I need anything. I drew way too many lands early on. I'm going to force them to find an answer. I'm going to force them to top deck better than I do. And I'm not going to just throw it away into this colonnade right now. I'm going to force them to top deck better than I do. That's my plan at the moment. That would have been good last turn. Though if I get a good opportunity, that'll be good. Cryptic? Archmage's Charm. Alright, cool. I like that we're seeing Modern Horizons cards. And Opt. Okay, put a card on top, so they liked whatever they had. So now they've got at least one decent card in hand. And a Path. Ugh, great. Alright. Well, there's not many lands left to find in our deck. I'll say that. Ooh, this is okay, this is good though. This is very good. Synergy! Synergy. It's possible that I should have just attacked in. Now that I'm thinking about it, and looked at bolting the colonnade, but I feel like this is just too much value. Stupid colonnade is doing a really good job of holding this back, but I mean, they are also having to hold up like basically 6 mana. Ugh. At least they're having to delve away a lot of stuff. But yeah, I mean, they have to basically hold up 6 mana every turn to keep me from being able to just attack in. So, I guess there's that. Alright. And a Snapcaster. Targeting... Was it Archmage's Charm? Fact or fiction? Oh, God. What happens to these? They go to the graveyard? Oh, great. So the Snapcaster is basically more copies of this anyway. They have no cards in hand, so this is going to be what their hand is. Do I give them... I think this is the way I want the piles to be. Yeah, I think I need to limit their access to these paths as much as possible, even though they obviously still have, you know, access. Wow, we just really stalled out in like the middle part of the game when we didn't want to. They played this Plains. They have Logic Knot. Sure, you want to delve away a million spells to be able to Logic Knot this? I guess that's on you. Nope. Okay. There you go. Yeah, now they've had too much time now, and now they're just gonna start reaping in all this value. And oh man, yeah, this is tough. I mean, this isn't impossible to win. Still, it's not, but they're just drawing way too many cards. Oh, and they played the Snapcaster. Okay, so if they don't have any counter spells, oh, that's cute. I like that. That's pretty cute. If they don't have any counter spells, hypothetically, I can go like Manamorphose into Manamorphose into, I don't know, something. Into 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, hypothetically, I can go into a win here. But it's not going to be easy. And I have a ton of mana, so I mean... Even just drawing like a Faithless Looting right now might be good enough. That's not going to be it, though. Wow. All right, we're going to lose this game because we stalled out. That's too bad. Maybe I didn't... And I also sequenced that one turn, although there wasn't really any good way to do it. It definitely didn't run the way I wanted it to in my mind. Teferi. Yeah, okay, all right. This game's not... this is not looking good for our Intrepid hero now. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Yeah, they're like, why am I doing this? I'm just going to attack and win. Yeah. Alright, alright. That's enough of this. You know, and I thought about putting that card in the sideboard as well. The one that deals 4 damage, can't counter, but I can't... I thought about putting that in the sideboard as well. Ended up going with the Blood Moons instead. Spell Bomb. What did I do for control in the first game? I think I took out these and these. I think I did something like this. Yeah, I think it was something like this. I don't want this. I don't want this. This. This could be useful, but I don't think so. Yeah, alright, something like that. Awesome, I remembered how I sideboarded, so that went way more smoothly. Alright, play first. Yes, playing first last game would have also been a big, big help. This is a good opening hand. Very good opening hand. We're going to lead on the Soulscar Mage, though. Oh, that's also a good draw. Okay, no Terminus. Oh. Alright, well. Pretty clearly holding up interaction. If they have a counterspell, it sucks. If they have like Path, that's fine. I want to land this Blood Moon. I honestly think landing this Blood Moon is just going to make the game pretty much be over. So, yeah. I'm going to wait for them to keep fetching out non-basics. And I'm going to see them, I don't know. Maybe they'll play like Narset or Teferi next turn. And then we're just going to be able to slam this Blood Moon. Come on, tap out. Nice. You know what? That's fine. I can live with that. That's okay. I will make this trade all day long. How do I want to do this? I guess it doesn't really matter. Oops. Yeah. Come at me, bro. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oops. I thought this worked like a relic. No, it's just all or nothing. Oh, well, okay. In that case, I probably should have... Oh, no, because I couldn't. I had to get it out. There you go. Oh, you got... All right, you got double blue. I'll give you that. All right. All right. Now we get to have some fun, I think. Something good. Something good. Not quite. Let's go for it. It's not the way I wanted to get the Phoenix out, but if it resolves, I'll be happy. I like it. Hiya. Okay. Good times were had by me. Yeah, there you go, yeah. Swinging in with those soldiers. Didn't seem like the best idea last turn, did it? I didn't think so either. Excellent. Also excellent. So, let's see what you got in your hand, I guess. Let's do 2 modes? Yeah. So let's do gain 2, lose 2, and let's see what's in your hand. Choose an opponent. 2 life. Black. Red. Discard Fiery Temper. Maybe I should have killed one of these soldiers too, just to actually Fiery Temper for madness. Get the second Fiery Temper out. That's possible. What do you got? Cryptic? Cryptic could be a pretty good answer. Although, what do you do? Oh, you return this. I was like, do you balance the Phoenix? Counter target spell, return that. Yeah, okay, that's fine, I guess. Sure. One problem is that now I can have Path up again, but it happens. It happens. Do I do? Yeah, all right, well, it's attacks. You got Path, you got Path. It's annoying that they got these two basics out early on, but whatever. If you take 6 here, I'll be pretty happy. Oh no, obviously you're not going to take 6, you're going to chump block. If you go to 6, even though I'll be pretty happy. Do I get rid of your graveyard now? No, I can wait. If you want a Snapcaster, I'll do it in response. If you want to logic, I'll do it before end of turn, so it's harder for you to logic not. Detention Sphere. Sure. Targeting what? Targeting the Phoenix. Yeah, that makes sense. Makes sense. All right. Lame draw. Good draw. Where the heck are all of my Faithless Lootings? Okay, so what happens here? We play the Blood Moon. They'll counter it. And then we get to attack in. We're just going to have a whole bunch of burn in our hand. That's not the worst. It's not the worst. Black, red, black. Yeah, if you want to counter it, spend 3 mana to counter this thing, that's fine. Jump with a dude, sure. And then set up next turn to make some stuff happen. Hypothetically, I could even just draw a land and... did you tap out for that? Well, pretty much. Yeah, that's fine. I got no problems with that. Oh, that's good too. I don't think I have any good targets here, though. Oh, I don't. These are all bad targets. Where are all my 1-mana spells? Oh, okay. So how do we want to do this now? How do we want to do this now? Because I'm really close to just being able to... I'm one land short of being able to just double fiery temper them. I need like any of my discard outlets. Okay, so how do we do this? We can Finale of Promise for 2. That doesn't seem great. That doesn't seem great since we're basically... So if I Finale of Promise for 2... Oh, wait, I can Collective Brutality. Never mind. Oh, this might be really good then. Can I escalate? Okay, here's a rules question. Can I escalate in addition to... I think I can. I think if I Finale a Promise for 2, I can Manamorphose and Collective Brutality. I think I can escalate it, which means I can even just discard the Fiery Tempers. I think. I think I can do that. Okay, so if I can't, how does that work? Does that still help me out? Yeah, if I can't do that, then I can still give this thing -2/-2 and bolt it and attack in and pretty much force them to block. Okay, so I think let's try it like that. Choose one target instant. Manamorphose. And Collective Brutality. So I want to leave up the red mana. I need to do this for 2. X is currently 2. Okay, done. So let's cast the Manamorphose first. And, oh, and the Collective Brutality. Oh, and I get to do this. Okay, cool. So, yeah, I want to... Oh, I did this the wrong way around, though. Oh, no! Can I... Oh, I can't stack this differently now. I screwed this up. Oh, God. Okay, so... Opponent loses 2, I gain 2. So they go to... Okay, so that's still good enough because I have the gut shot. Okay, 2 modes. Opponent loses 2, I gain 2. And... It doesn't really matter. The point is I just need to be able to discard the Fiery Temper. So... this as well, I guess. And, you know, just in case it doesn't... Yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's do that. This creature. This opponent. Discard this. Lots of triggers. Click to cast it. Target you. Pay red. Okay, this is a weird series of events. Okay. 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 Red. Land. Cool. Gut shot you. Resolves? Okay. Wait, is that only game 2? Oh, I'm so screwed. Alright. I've been taking way too long to think these turns through. I am in big trouble. Okay. All out. Yep, keep. Oh, man. I was not at all paying attention to my time. Okay, well, we're going to see some serious gameplay with no commentary. And maybe I shouldn't have kept that hand, but this hand is actually pretty busted with the right enablers. If I just draw like a Faithless Looting, that's going to be pretty sick, depending on what I can discard. That's good too. Swift Spear. Go. Yeah, if I drew like a Faithless Looting, that would be so awesome. Okay, yeah, that was... Oh, I did not realize that was only game 2. Brutal. Sure. Oh, God. You got Archmage's Charm. You clearly have Archmage's Charm. Red. I'm gonna force you to use it. Yeah, I don't care. F6. I said F6. If they don't just untap and go Timely Reinforcements, this actually might be pretty good. This might actually be enough. Where was my Faithless Looting? I needed a Faithless Looting last turn. Verdict. Sure. Yeah, that's fine. It's not the best. Looting. Okay, here we go. Okay. Discard Phoenix. Discard the land. Tormenting Voice. Discard a Gut Shot. Gut Shot them. Go to combat. Swing. Okay. I mean, I've had worse series of turns. Verdict again. Okay, Jace. That's fine. Yeah, return that to my hand. That's fine. Oh, we're so close. We're like so close. Yeah. Oh my god. Well, if you told me with like 3 minutes left that I'd be in this position with this many minutes left, I'd be okay with it. Oh, just don't. No, don't timely reinforcements. Actually, I could still win with a timely reinforcements. Ah. Okay, I can still do 8. Depending on what's in their hand. That's going to make this harder. I'm also tempted to just attack Jace, but what are you going to do? Oh, I should have also Faithless Looting there. Damn it. Okay, well, too late. Yeah, that was a mistake. I should have played out the Soulscar Mage too. Making mistakes now that things are happening. Yeah, for sure. No blocks. Absolutely. Snapcaster. That's really unfortunate. 11? Okay, 11's going to be harder to beat. I can still win this game, though, I think. Because I have, what, 3, 6... I have 7 in my hand. Hypothetically, I can still win this. I needed to play the Soulscar Mage last turn. I think that's where I made the big mistake. Oh, that's actually really, really good. I needed... Okay. Think. Okay, play this out. Yes, take 2. How many? I have a Faithless Looting, and... Okay, now we're going to bolt them first. Bolt you. Then we're going to be able to bolt again, and Faithless Looting. So I have to do X is 1. X is currently 2. Undo. X can't be 0. X is... Oh, man. Oh, no! I'm running out of time! Oh, I screwed this up. Alright, we lost... That's too bad. That's too bad. Wow, I wasn't paying attention. I thought that was game 3 for some reason. Wow. Okay, so what happened? Alright. So, I don't know. What was the mistake there? I thought I tapped 3, but then it said X was 2. Whatever. So, if we had bolted them, and then... okay, so we were going to bolt... No. Okay, let me see what my next cards were going to be. It doesn't matter. That's a really unfortunate way to lose. Okay, so I need to obviously get better with this. That's a really unfortunate way to lose this game. So yeah, we could have bolted them. Again, assuming they didn't have, I don't know, a counter spell up. We bolt them a second time. They go down to 5. We attack them down to 2, depending on what was on the top of the library. If we had had any fiery tempers, any gut shots, any not any, yeah, pretty much any. What did we need? Any phoenixes? Yeah, we would have got there. That's really unfortunately a couple of. Okay, I think this deck has legs. If someone who's not a total pony like me is playing it, I think you can end up doing well. I think the other problem was game one just took way too long. I should have quit game one earlier than I did. So we're 1 and 2, but I don't know. I think whatever. This shows that the deck can win. We could have won there. We did that in like 2 minutes. All right. We're here in round 4. I literally can't believe I went to time with this stupid deck. I'm going to shake it off as best I can. Try to keep the commentary positive because I get in my own head a lot. And I've already used 20 seconds. I would have helped out last game. This hand's great. We're going to keep. We want a second land, but we've got Swift Spear into Faithless Looting. We're on the draw again for the 3rd round in a row. So I'm not real impressed with that. Hey, look, we finally found a graveyard deck, so at least we'll have something to do with those Leyline of the Voids. That's a good draw. Those Leyline of the Voids that I put in the sideboard. You know what, maybe that was a mistake. Maybe I should have Faithless Looting first. Oh, whatever. Can't believe I went to time with this deck. That's so brutal. Actually, you know what the play might be next turn? The play might be... Okay, what is this thing doing? This thing's doing silly stuff. I was going to say, the play might be Collective Brutality, just pitch a Phoenix, and then the turn after that, look to Faithless Looting with a Fiery Temper. It's possible. Oh, never mind. We're just going to lose on turn 2 to this. Oh, no, because they don't have the Altar of Dementia yet. Or whatever that card's called. Altar of whatever it is. Okay. So what do we want to do here? Are there any good Collective Brutality targets? That's really what we need to think about. I guess the Vengevine isn't bad. I mean, they can just sack it in response to the Carrion Feeder. What if we hit the Carrion Feeder? They sack 2 creatures. They would have to sacrifice all 3 creatures to the Carrion Feeder to keep it from dying. And I think... See, I haven't played it. I've seen this deck do stupid stuff, but I haven't actually played against it yet. So the Vengevine's a bad target because it can just come back. And same thing with the Stitcher Supplier. Hitting the Hogak or whatever doesn't do anything, obviously. So I think the only... This is tough. So if I draw like a gut shot, then maybe I can get in reasonably, but... Oh no, and then but then I can't even Faithless Looting with the Fiery Temper mana because I have to tap. I have to put out a Swift Spear first. Okay, so I think we need to. Okay, so here's the plan. I think we need to put out the Swift Spear, and then try to like Faithless Looting into something. Getting rid of the Arclight Phoenix, and then hopefully be able to smash for a whole bunch next turn and not just die. Kind of think that's where we have to be, but yeah, this is a tough on the draw here. This was pretty tough, so let's see what we get. Worst case scenario, we can just get rid of this Blood Crypt and this Phoenix if we don't draw super well. Okay, 2 Phoenixes. Well, that's fantastic. That's definitely what we want to see. That gives us a pretty good shot here. So next turn I can Faithless Looting, ditch a Fiery Temper, and then maybe something else. There's the Altar of Dementia. At least one of them. Yep, Carrion Feeder gets big. That's fine. I'm not worried about that. Okay, so Gravecrawler can be cast from the graveyard. That's one spell. Okay, so here's what happens. So they cast Gravecrawler from the graveyard or from their hand. Sack it, and even the one from the graveyard would have been enough. Cast from the graveyard, sack to Carrion Feeder, cast from the graveyard, trigger Vengevine. Oh, this is just bananas. This is so stupid. Okay. So Gravecrawler can't block. How much am I taking? If I'm not taking lethal, I think I honestly just need to take whatever this is and hope that I can do something silly next turn. This is like 15. Yeah, I think my only hope here is to be able to somehow deal them 19 damage this turn. I don't like my odds. Start with this. Give me like a Phoenix. Give me like a third Phoenix. No. So we're ditching the Fiery Temper. That's the obvious part. And we're ditching, I guess, this land. Madness this. Oh, that doesn't even give me 3 spells now, though. How stupid is that? Oh, yeah, that's dumb. And if I had the Soulscar Mage out, then it would have actually helped out a little bit. Shrink this Carrion Feeder. Lame. Oh, that's so bad. Okay, yeah, next game. Let's just go. This is yeah. We already showed them more than we should have. Okay, so Leyline of the Void. Nile Spellbomb. Lightning Axe. Bontu. Oops. This is probably too cute. 4 more cards. This does like nothing. This is probably too slow. This Alms of the Vein is probably kind of lame. So we probably want something. I wonder if this Blood Moon would actually help at all. I'm not really sure a 3 mana sorcery speed card is what I want, but put one of them in. Put a Gut Shot back. Help trigger Phoenix, maybe. I honestly don't know. We definitely want the hate pieces in, so I'm just trying to figure out how much of my own game plan I want to incorporate. I guess we could have a Braids for the Altar of Dementia. That's possibly a thing. That's possible. Could also go Kozilek's Return to get rid of all the zombies at least. It's not the worst. And if that's the case, I want to cut down on my curve. So maybe I start taking out Phoenixes. That seems loose. Maybe the Blood Moons are too cute. Take out this Alms of the Vein, that's for sure. Okay, yeah, let's go something like that. I don't know. I haven't played against... I've seen the silliness this deck does, but I haven't actually played against it. Oh, this hand's so good. It has no graveyard hate, though. Okay. I can't mulligan this hand. This hand is too strong. It's got no graveyard hate. So we're gonna see if this deck can compete with this deck with like probably one of the better hands you would hope it would have. They've got Leyline. Okay. Well, so there you go. They've got their own ley lines. Well, that's good to know. Hopefully they kept a mediocre hand on the strength of their own ley line. But looks like they got at least a couple of good early plays. Looting with a Dementia. Alright. Okay, well we know what our late game plan is now. Yeah, I mean, I guess I just looting to draw into stuff that I want. Just to figure out what I want my hand to be. Looting away these phoenixes is obviously kind of lame, but I could probably get rid of one of them. Like, they're a few turns away here still. Attack. They're just going to block, put stuff... Oh, they didn't just block. Alright, so I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's go with this. I thought they were just going to block. I didn't want to waste a prowess trigger. Now I'm wasting a prowess trigger anyway. I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. So now the new plan is to hit lands and get this going. Okay. So here's a Blackleaf Cliffs. Let's get rid of a Phoenix. And let's get rid of... To get rid of the second Phoenix? Like, this is my... I'm aiming for this on turn 4 now. I think that's my best way to win at this point. Yeah, let's get rid of these 2 Phoenixes. So that's probably a mistake. But my plan at this point is to have the Blackleaf Cliffs come in next turn, dig for lands, and be able to get this Leyline of the Void out on turn 4. And hopefully that's good enough. But I'm thinking it might not be. Then again, if they don't hit a second land here, which it looks like they're not going to. Yeah, they kept a hand based just on this Leyline. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. So yeah, next turn we're gonna slam our own Leyline. Hopefully we can just get some lands off the top. Get rid of this and get rid of this. Okay. Oh, I didn't see that a bridge from below went into the graveyard. That sucks. Or maybe it happened with the Stitcher Supplier. Okay. That's fine. If I can just if they don't do anything too busted this turn, and I can land a Leyline next turn, I think I can get through this. I can beat no land drop 2 zombies. I can beat that. Ah! Oh no! So now they can cast Hogak or whatever. Because now they can... I needed one more turn. Yeah. Yep. Alright. Now we're in trouble. I see, and now I don't think I can beat the board here, even. They missed 2 land drops. 2 land drops? No, they only missed 1. Those blood gas are kind of what did me. I needed one more turn. Well, I don't know. I originally said that let's see if this busted or if this really strong draw can beat this other other strong deck, but I wasn't expecting them to have a Leyline of the Void. That sort of limited our ability to see, like, okay, best on best, which deck is going to do the more busted thing. I have no idea how I'm supposed to even be. Like, if it weren't for the Hogak, that's what this thing's called, right? I'm not pronouncing it wrong. Sure, Hogak. If it wasn't for this Hogak, I could maybe beat this board. But, or if one of these Swift Spears was a Soul Scar Mage and I could put like -1/-1 counters on it. But All right, whatever. Let's just see what we can do here. It's probably not much. I think we're in. Yeah. You know, I'm going to start putting automatic. That's probably another reason why part of this is taking a while. I'm going to start. Yeah, sure. Make another zombie. Go for it. I don't think that's going to make the difference here. Attacking seems poor. Oh, boy. Sure. Part of the problem is that, like, the other thing about Leyline is it's not like a rest in peace. Whatever's already in the graveyard is still there. So, like, this bridge from below is still there. This is just not. All right, so maybe my lesson for today is you have to mulligan for hate. You have to mulligan for. I don't know if these even make sense, but it gets rid of the bridge from below. Blocking this makes no sense because it has trample. Ha! I mean, sure. GG's. Alright, well, that's... You know, we started off this league really well, and it's just been like... Just really... I mean, I haven't been my... I maybe could have played tighter in round 2, and I definitely could have played faster in round 3. Yeah, I definitely could have, especially when I saw the clock go down to 5 minutes and I thought we were in game 3. So that's unfortunate, and now we're just getting kicked around. So Modern doing Modern things. I still think this deck has legs. Don't base this deck's poor record on my poor performance. I'm still going to keep jamming with this, and I think I'm going to get better with it. Either way, we're going to play for pride going into round 5. Maybe we'll play against this busted thing again, and I'll learn, you know what? No, you need to mulligan for graveyard hate. So I will see you in round 5. All right, round 5 on the draw. I don't love this hand against an unknown opponent. However, turn 1 Faithless Looting isn't that bad. We can sort of fix our draw a little bit. And then it's possible like a turn 2 Collective Brutality might even be really strong depending on what our opponent is doing. So I don't know. So I'm going to keep this hand, but I will admit that it could use a little bit of help. I will say that. I mean, if we top deck a Swift Spear or a Soulscar Mage on turn 1, I mean, that's going to be amazing. But ooh, another Modern Horizons card. I am liking how many Modern Horizons cards we're seeing in this league so early on. So yeah, so this is pay 1 life. It's basically a fetch land, but you can only fetch basics. I think this is fantastic. Actually, not to brag or like anything, but I did say that that's also a very good draw. I did say that this, people were like, oh, they're going to reprint fetch lands, they're going to print such and such and such. And I was like, you know what would be a really good version of a fetch land that they could print, like, that nobody would really get upset about? This. I actually predicted this card, like, word for word. If they just print a card that does this, that's going to be pretty good. Okay, so we're definitely getting rid of the Phoenix. And I think I can get rid of the second Brutality. I don't think 2 Brutalities here matters. It also helps this Bedlam Reveler, and I definitely want the Blackleaf Cliffs, and I want to be able to try to chain some spells here. So I don't think the second Brutality is all that helpful. If I were against Burn, I would probably just keep the second Brutality and ditch, I don't know, maybe ditch a Bedlam Reveler. I'm not really sure. Maybe a Manamorphose. No, I'd probably ditch the Bedlam Reveler and just Collective Brutality the heck out of them. So, opponent's still not showing us what they're all about. Oh, okay. All right. At least get to find out. Maybe they were reading Collective Brutality. That is my own little baby. Oh, no! That's unfortunate. Okay, tap out. Tap out. Let me go for it this turn. That's too bad. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. They got main deck Nihil Spellbomb. Ugh. Great. So, okay. Can I cast this Bedlam Reveler? Because right now, that Nihil Spellbomb is basically shutting down my Phoenix and shutting down my Bedlam Reveler. They don't know about the Bedlam Reveler yet, though. So maybe I can put spells into the graveyard, cast the Reveler, and get some value out of it. So we've got, what, 2 instant sorceries already? So if I go Manamorphose, Manamorphose, that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4. Still too short. Let's try to get this Collector Brutality into the graveyard. Let's do that. Let's go 2 modes. Yeah, let's see what's going on here. Choose target opponent. Choose target opponent. Pay this. Let's discard the Blood Crypt. And then maybe next turn I'll be able to get this Bedlam Reveler out before they... And maybe they'll try to nurse this Nihil Spellbomb a little bit longer. I made that mistake in a game at a local game store last week. What's going on? Search for Canta, Lily. Oh. Okay, that's neat. So this is like Sultai Snow control. This thing has Death Touch too, doesn't it? 3 other snow. So that's going to be pretty bad for the Bedlam Reveler. So we'll need to come up with some kind of an answer for that. Oh, it's also bad against Lily now that I think about it. Oh, lame. Yeah, and so now we've got what? 1, 2, 3. So 4, 5. Okay, so next turn there's a chance. Next turn there's a chance that we can get this Bedlam Reveler out at least, but yeah, this is lining up really poorly. Nihil Spellbomb, Lily of the Veil, this Ice Fang, whatever. Yeah, this is... Then again, hey, they don't have any lands in hand, so if they tap out for this Search for Escanta or something, we are money. We'll be able to cheat out this Phoenix, might even be able to get the Reveler out. If they tap out this turn and I can get an instant or, maybe a gut shot or something like that, we will be in business. Nice. Nice. Okay, you're telling me there's a chance. That's good enough with the Faithless Looting. Okay. I probably should have Manamorphosed before I fetched, but whatever. What are the... Yeah, you know what? Let's grab another Blood Crypt. I don't think it's too likely that I need black, but whatever. Red. Okay, let's do it again. Red. Oh, wait! The Spellbomb... Sorry. The Spellbomb needs black to draw a card, but you can just tap it. I forgot what's... I'm playing Spellbomb in my deck, and I forgot what it does. Alright, so how many... So maybe we can still cast this Reveler, though. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, don't crack it now. Let me cast the Reveler. Okay. Could be worse. I managed to get one of the powerful cards out of my hand. Go to damage. Or go to... Come on. Don't notice. Don't crack it. Make a mistake. Nah, they got it. All right. Well, I'll say this. If they can miss a land drop again, I might be okay. I might still be able to just ride this Bedlam Reveler. It's going to be hard for them to cast Lily of the Veil with double black, I'll say that. I wasn't thinking about that. This fetch land is not very good for being able to cast spells in a 3-color deck. So this thing has Death Touch, 3 other snow permanents. Okay, well I got a Bolt in hand anyway, but what the heck? Like, just horrible, terrible draws. Whatever. Let's get this one out. Attack in. Okay, so we're just gonna ride this Bedlam Reveler. Okay. Sure, draw a card. Doesn't have Death Touch yet, right? 3 other snow permanents. Yeah, okay, sure. Sure. Fantastic. Alright. Okay, so this is weird. I mean, I know I'm playing sort of a weird deck with Madness synergies and all this other stuff. But yeah, having to play around like turn 2 main deck Graveyard Hate, that sure wasn't something I was, yeah. I think they're trying to figure out how they're going to beat this Bedlam Reveler. And they're not going to be able to cast these Lilianas. Come on, something like that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. This isn't lethal, is it? 3, 6, 9. Right? Hold on. 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. Almost. Next turn. Sure. Sure. Fatal Push doesn't get you there. This thing costs 8. Fatal Push is something this card laughs at. Okay, so not going to be too hard on my opponent, but what they should have done there, I think, to try and get their black sources, they should have gone like this, played the Snapcaster with the green and the blue. I don't know what else is in their hand. Ghost Quartered one of them, get a black with it, and now they could do this. And yeah, it's a little, yeah, they're going to be able to kill the Reveler here, but they are also going to have to like Stone Rain themselves. Oh, Jace is pretty good too. Yeah, okay, Jace, bounce the Bedlam Reveler. 2, 3, 4, 5. I can almost just recast it though. Which is pretty funny. Yeah, sure. Yeah, Jace needs to go away. And let's fetch Swamp, or this. So hold on, how many lands do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can recast the Bedlam Reveler next turn. That's awesome. And because of that, I'm also just gonna bolt them. Make it easier to do that. Right? What does this cost? 6? Hashtag card advantage. Oh, that's going to make next turn really good. That's going to make next turn very good. You better have an answer quick. And I don't think your 2 Lily of the Veils are going to do it. Because, yeah, if you spend your turn just to get Lily out, Edict me, I still have lethal. Main deck Nile Spellbomb. That was something. See, this is what you should have done like a few turns ago, I think, but I don't know what else is in your hand, so. Yep. This is excellent. I still just have lethal because Bedlam Reveler's draw 3 is a fantastic effect. Oh, there we go too. I'm going to bolt them now before combat because hypothetically if they counter it, I will want to... Or I guess no, I won't need to attack the Lily. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. Alright. So, Blood Moons. Yep, that's a thing. Ley Lines, maybe. What were they doing? They had Snapcasters. So, maybe... They had Spell Bombs. A Braid isn't great against Spell Bomb. Not like it's okay, but like if they just crack the Spell Bomb in response, like it's probably not great. Well, at least I'll like know to sort of prepare for it. Maybe that's enough. These Madness spells are going to be good. I'm kind of thinking this is going to sort of just be like Jund, kind of going to face off against them sort of in the same manner. So these Collective Brutalities aren't going to be great. The Alms of the Vein will be okay. If they make me discard a card, that's fine. I'll just Madness it. We're at 61 cards right now. This doesn't seem great. This is good against that like Coatl thing, actually, and the Snapcasters. I don't know what their win conditions are. They didn't seem to have any there. Liliana. They're probably playing something like Gurmag Anglers, so I guess I'll put at least one Lightning Axe in. I could take out one... Gut Shot doesn't seem great. Or wait, what's that Coatl thing? Is that a 1/1? Sorry, I have to look that up right now. If it's a 2/2, then I'm not going to worry about it. I think it might be a 1/1 though. Ice, Fang, Coatl. It is a... It's a 1/1. Okay, so I am actually maybe willing to keep at least a couple of them in. I'm not sure what I want to cut. Maybe the Spell Bomb. Yeah, you know what? The Spell Bomb's not required. Oh, it's good for card advantage, though. I can like draw a card out of it if they're going to try to empty my hand. Just make a decision, Andrew. Here, I'll take an Alms of the Vein out. Put a Spell Bomb in. I think that's better. It's not like we're playing against Burn or something. I don't know if it matters too much. Okay. Something like that. This hand looks pretty good. This hand looks pretty good. They mulligan to 6. I will absolutely... And I think they're looking for hate. So go ahead. Go down cards to look for hate. Because I will run you over with this. What are these? What are these cards that I don't know? Oh, okay. Neat. It's a Snowland. I was like, why are you just playing this? But it's a Snowland. Cool. I wasn't familiar with that cycle of cards. Alright. Blackleaf Cliff, Swift Spear, Hiya. Classic, tried and true. Well, except for the Blackleaf Cliffs. Pretty much like Burn. Snowland. I don't know if... I like the idea, but I don't know if playing tapped lands like this, just because there's snow, are worth it. Oh, that's gonna be very good. Alright. Let's grab one of these. Let's get rid of a Bloodstained Mire and another Bloodstained Mire. Fantastic. Alright, now if I can just find a Phoenix, this hand is going to be busted. You didn't want the Assassin's Trophy. Interesting. Interesting. What's going to happen here? Liliana's not going to be great. What, are you going to try to, like, surprise me with a... Oh, wow. You're going to try to surprise me with an Ice Fang Coatl? I got news for you. This gut shot's going to have something to say about that. Okay, we're digging like nobody's business. There we go. Phoenix and... I guess get rid of the Tormenting Voice. Give me another Phoenix. One more. Ugh. Oh, I want this. I don't care about this. Oh, they're fetching out basics. I just realized that. That's kind of annoying. I guess they're not fetching, but yeah. They've got basics already. Is the Blood Moon going to be good against them or not? Maybe at this point it's better to just have the removal spells. It's a tough call. How many spells have I cast this turn? I need to cast one more, right? Okay, so let's say I bolt them down to 12. They're dead if they don't have a removal spell. Or like the Ice Fang creature or whatever. Yeah, they're just dead. So you know what? I think this Blood Moon is a little bit too late, and they've got access to this. It gets off their black, though. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Or no, I need to fetch first. Alright. Don't have surgical extraction. Excellent. Come on, flash in your little thing. I know you've got it. Yeah, that's fine. Do this before you draw a card. Technically, I guess that's stronger. So actually, I don't think they're dead. I think they go down to 1 if they just take all this damage. Oh no, I'm wrong. They're dead. I guess I miscounted somewhere. You got a Fatal Push? Hey, turn 3 win. That's not bad. Alright, so I mean, in the goofy 3 losses, 1 win bracket, we did okay at the end there. That's neat. People are trying out new decks like that. I think, okay, I'm confident if I hadn't played like such a pony in round 3, I could have got the win against Control there. If I hadn't played like such a pony and so slow early on. So that's a lesson for me. I need to get better with this deck, obviously. As you've noticed, I've been playing different versions of this deck every time. So still need to get better at some of those interactions. And I totally thought it was game 3 when it was actually game 2. So I didn't have that urgency I needed to. Probably could have finished that game off a little bit faster. So yeah, that's my bad. But hey, you know what? 2-3, that's not bad. That's not horrible. We got 50 play points back. And I think I've got some of those free packs or whatever to open up that MTGO gives you. So we're going to open up those, and then we're going to look at the deck. No, we'll do it the other way around. Okay, so here's the deck. I think everything worked out pretty well. We didn't run into any burn or anything, which doesn't surprise me. I've been moving away from the deck, obviously, because I think it's not as powerful as it could be, as it once was. So I don't know if these Alms of the Vein were great, but they didn't really help trigger the 3rd spell for the Phoenix too often. People definitely came prepared for Phoenix in this list. But overall, I thought the list ran pretty well. It was pretty smooth. I never felt like I lost games because I was running the extra color or anything like that. The only time it kind of got awkward is when I had to have double black for this Bantu's Last Reckoning. But we had like 5 draws in a row in that game where it was like 3 drop, 4 drop, 4 drop, 4 drop, 8 drop. You know, like just didn't happen. So that's okay. As we saw with that Hogak deck, you like if you're not running main deck Graveyard Hate Answers, I mean, like you could be right now. It's crazy. So maybe these Blood Moons weren't super necessary. Maybe I don't need a Braids. Maybe Tron just can't keep up with that deck, and I could cut in a Braid for like another Nihil Spellbomb or something. But starting to think about moving up to 6 pieces of Graveyard Hate. Outside of that, I thought everything worked out pretty well. Yeah, just some not great draws against Death and Taxes. Played too slow against Control. And then just got steamrolled by Hogak. So, I mean, you know, hey, that's 3 losses can happen right there. I think we went to 3 games every time except against that Hogak deck. I think we went to 3 games every single time. So, or we just... Oh, no, I beat Control in 2 games in round 1. So, yeah, overall, I like this deck. I think this sort of Black-Red Madness thing is really good. It's got a nice value sort of package to it if you're playing something a bit slower. I don't want to call it a more casual meta, but something where, you know, people are still playing like Rock or Jund or something against you, you know, like, or Burn, right? Like this sort of ability to go Collective Brutality into these spells and ditch these extra lands. I think it's like a nice balance between sort of aggressive red, you know, Phoenix, Swift Spear stuff, while also having sort of the ability to go, you know, late game, you know, grind people out a little bit. I think it's a nice balance. So I like this deck. I'm going to do some more testing with it. And outside, again, of maybe some sloppy play from me today, I think it showed its worth and showed how it can do well. And again, you know what? One of the things I said in the deck tech was playing black, you know, allows you to be able to hard cast Leyline of the Void if you need to. Well, as we saw in game, or in, against the Hogak deck in game 2, that is not good enough. That is not good enough. I mean, I guess it does help you in the sense that you could use a Nihil Spellbomb and then a Leyline, or the other way around, and sort of clear everything out of the way and then have this Leyline do its work. But you know what? Maybe, yeah, it's not... You know what? Actually, I'm just going to do that right now. I'm going to remove this. I'm going to add one of these to the sideboard. I think that's how I would run this right now, because it is bananas out there. And if you don't have these hate pieces early on, or they don't run pretty bad, and you have a fast clock of your own, I think it's just an automatic loss. So, yeah. Anyway, so those are some of my thoughts. If you've got thoughts on this deck, if you've been trying out something like this, let me know, because I haven't seen anyone do this. But I was thinking to myself, okay, let's get some value off of things like Collective Brutality. Let's try to leverage this interaction a bit more. Yeah, those are my thoughts on the deck. So outside of that, show my paltry collection here. What do we got? Let's see. You know what? I'm actually going to look these up. I've been opening up these player reward packs a few times on camera here, and I mean, like, I get it, right? They give you them for free. They give almost everybody them for free. But if there's nothing even potentially valuable in these, I'm going to stop doing this. So, what did we get? Burning Sun's Avatar. Hey, that's a limited all-star. I definitely won a lot of limited games. Casting that bad boy. I guess it could be a girl. That bad dino. Dinosaurus Rex you. Awesome. Okay, what else we got? Signal Pest. Well, it's playable. Modern, I don't know, Hall of Fame. But, yeah, worth 4 cents. But, hey, that's kind of cool. I don't mind having premium copies of cards. Ooh, that actually might be something. Which version is this? The premium version? The premium version is always the one that's the cheapest because everybody has it. Okay, well, you know what? That was worth, if I traded it in, it would be worth 38 cents, or 0.38 of a tick. Magic MTGO traders. No, not sponsored. They're the vendor that I use. So yeah, that's pretty neat. And I have actually been meaning to get a playset of these just in case I wanted them for, I don't even know, like Pauper or something like that. So that's actually a good open. That makes me happy. Outside of that, I got nothing for you folks. Sorry, but this has been the list for today. Hope everyone enjoyed it. Sorry again. I'm still trying to shake off going to time with this deck. I was not keeping track of what was going on. That's on me. So learn from my mistakes. Sequence your turns better and try to play a bit faster, because it sucks to lose. It sucks to lose a round like that. But yeah. Anyway, this has been Andrew. Day 2 Dryden on, I guess this is sort of the penultimate voyage on Nikachu MTG. Keep your eyes peeled for the future channel that will be all about red, aggro decks in Modern, Phoenix, Burn, that kind of stuff. And I will see you next time.